everybody, it's Marguerite Fair, and we are ready to go zooming with Melanie Vansell. Melanie? Okay, well, Melanie, it's so wonderful to see you. Thank you for joining me today.
It's good to be.
I'm going to introduce you first and myself, so I want to welcome everyone to Laughter Talks today. Woo woo, we're still here. We're zooming on Laughter Talks. Yay, yay, yay. Now, everybody, this is my guest today, and this is Melanie Vansell, guest. And I love you. You are a writer, a sketch artist, and now you are doing voiceover work. And I also want everyone to know that Melanie was one of the actresses in the movie short I did, Afterlife Dating Service. And we did get that into a festival, and we placed with that, as a semifinalist. This is good.
Yes.
And I would love, I have been following you, and what I'd love to talk about first is the sketching that you're doing. It is so amazing. Now,
Yeah.
about how long have you been doing the sketches?
Well, it's so funny because I thought this was a relatively new thing,
Yeah.
but I have been looking through old books and sketchbooks, and I've been sketching for years. I didn't even realize it. But it's a wonderful way of expressing one's self, if I may say. Um,
Well, yeah, because I've been watching you on Facebook, and I have to say they've been evolving and growing and getting more colorful, and they do reflect what's going on in the world, and you can see your expression in them, which is what I love. And I did ask you if you wouldn't mind showing us some of your sketches. Are you okay with that? And then you can explain to us what each one that you're showing us is about.
okay, we can do this. I don't have. I've thought that I needed a style, but I'm finding that I don't need a style, that whatever I'm doing at that time is my style. And I just want to generically mention something that we humans, as we know, especially during this pandemic, are social animals
Mhm.
and we're storytellers. And people don't realize that they're storytellers. I talk to people,
Exactly.
they know I have no creative, not one creative bone in my body. But then you ask them to describe something, or you ask them better yet to talk about themselves, and there they go. So writing and sketching and acting, it's for me, it's not about performing, it's about the journey, it's about the process.
And the
And
expression, you're right, it's a storytelling. It's we're just like the Egyptians. They told all these wonderful stories through their caves and all the hieroglyphics and this art. It's amazing. So we're an extension of that creativity.
yes, and we all have it. We all have it.
Well,
There,
I'm loving yours. I like that you really went into a lot of colors.
yeah. Well, I'll show you some of the things. This is a style. Can you see that?
Yes,
This
I can. That's a very good way. That's wonderful. Now describe, that's like dancing.
dancing and this style. This is my favorite style because I don't have to think about anything.
I love
This
it.
just comes out
I
when I
love it.
sit down and do something. This just comes out, so I don't have to be structured with.
Yes, exactly.
And I like that
It's
because
like poetry. It's going by your feelings within that are just pouring through.
right. And so that style shows up again. And this is
Oh,
seeking amnesty.
oh,
And so it's
that's beautiful.
mother with her little pink.
That's wonderful. I can see that frame, Melanie.
This is very emotional for me because of what we're going through. I
Of
won't get
course.
political, but this is very emotional for me.
Yes, of
Uh,
course.
so that's kind of a fun style. And like I said, and here's this was a homeless person. I was stopped at a stop sign.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. That's
I just
wonderful.
took a picture of
Oh,
this lady and all her stuff. And
oh,
then I went home and looked at the photograph and decided to do this. I do a lot with homeless people. And we can talk about that when we talk about my books.
yeah.
I do a lot with homeless people. I'm fascinated with homeless people. And I
Well,
have,
they have their own stories.
yeah,
And they're very interesting, and it's wonderful to kind of find a way to express their story from the surface, but there's so much more in there.
right. There's a lot.
Yeah,
Everyone has a story.
story.
Everyone has a story. And when, like I said before, when you ask someone to tell their story, they light up. I recently,
Yeah.
I teach history and sign language online. Fortunately, because I didn't have to make any big transitions when this horrible pandemic came out. But
Yeah.
I asked my sign language students to write a story, be creative, write a story, and then sign it. And I wanted it to be original because I didn't want them copying someone else's interpretation of the story.
Exactly.
I had a one-on-one Zoom with one of my students, and she said, "I'm not creative." I said, I don't want to hear it." And
Everyone is creative.
I said, "You've got it. You've got it in there. You just haven't opened it up yet, but it's there." She said, "I don't have a story." I said, "Where were you born?" And she said, "I was born in Guatemala." I said, "There's your story. Choose a
Yes.
day in your life when you were a little girl." "Oh, well, I do remember one day." It was a beautiful story. I said, "I told you you had a story."
Yeah, people don't understand their
They don't
own worth.
story. Yeah, exactly. So this is a different style. This is kind
Oh,
of fun to do. A lot of lines, which I usually try to eliminate a lot of lines, but this is just so much fun to
now
do. And
was that to me represents a naked body.
yeah, oh, I love doing nudes. Nudes are
Yeah.
very cool.
Did you
Nudes.
have anybody in mind when you did that one? Were you thinking of me?
I closed my eyes and there you were.
Oh, I just pop up all over the place.
They're always on my mind. There's that one. And
That's nice.
if I just look up sketching nudes, the whole bunch of them are there. This one was kind of fun.
Oh, that is so cute.
Isn't it
He
cute?
looks like Buddha if he was standing and
Yeah,
grew a little beard.
yeah. He's got his hair all over his body, but not on his tummy. He's got a couple little,
Yeah.
his little navel, and there's a couple little hairs, but that's about it. I just thought that
That's
was fun.
amazing.
That's a fun style. What I'm doing, although I like I said, I don't really have a style like this one of my sleeping
Oh, is that Margaret?
Margaret. Margaret's at a play date today, so she's not here today. But
Oh,
Margaret loves to show her tummy.
yeah,
So,
Margaret has a lot of fun. I watch her. She enjoys the pool too and being outside.
oh my gosh, it's like having a 10-year-old kid. She is so much fun. But she went to a doggy play date. This was a, you might have seen this one. This was a cat bikini.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's so cute.
All the
I
because
love
they have all
that.
those little they have all
Yeah,
those little minis. So you can't just have a bikini. You have to have a whole bunch of them to
of
cover
course.
private parts. So those are kind of fun. Um, this made a political statement here with the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, wow. Oh
We're
my,
try-
that's very profound. The worship of the toilet paper.
I still can't find Charmin soft tissue.
Well, I like the Scots, they're very thin, and I can't find them.
Oh, I should
I
try.
prefer the Scots one ply.
Oh no, no, like two ply.
I love that. All I get is two ply, and I don't like it. For me,
Oh,
it's too thick.
well, first of all, you have to go 3 squares at a time. That's all.
That concept doesn't enter my mind. I can't do that.
I know. I hear people say they can't do that, but
I'm on the Jersey side of the world. I need lots of paper.
that's so funny.
Well,
I,
yeah, no.
I just have a few more I'll share.
Okay, show me. Okay.
Um, I can be more. We can be more structured, and
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can see this, but this is
Yes, I
working,
can. I like that.
and it's working with a vanishing point. You can maybe see
Yes.
these lines
Yes.
here, which you would draw with pencil and
Yes.
find your vanishing point. But the interesting thing,
Daily. Oh, I like that too. See, it's all I call this life work because we see things differently every day, and all your sketches are amazing. So
oh, I
your style is I would call them lifestyle
lifestyle.
sketches.
Oh, I love it.
Lifestyle sketches.
Well, then I'm always, what do I draw? What do I draw? And we have to remember when we're sketching that we're doing it for ourselves.
Yes.
this, I'm not doing it for anybody else. So I don't have to do something horrendous. I mean, tremendous. I don't have to
Yeah.
do some brilliant thing. I'm not,
Well, you know what I've said on Facebook, and it's just my opinion, but I think it's true. I would love to see you have a showing of them one day
Mhm.
when it's a problem. You could even do that online. I mean, even you could do a Zoom showing.
Yeah.
Like I could just see them all framed in this wonderful room with the wonderful lighting because they're just
That would be,
such beautiful expressions of life.
this is like, I don't know what to draw. Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
Right.
Or everyday essential things we have to
Uh,
do.
or open a drawer, open a drawer.
Okay. Boy, oh boy. You might have a problem sketching what's in a couple of my drawers, Millie.
That's what makes it so fun. And then this was just, my daughter kicking
Oh,
back.
I like that one. That's your daughter, because I saw this the other day and I absolutely loved it. And see all the colors in here.
Yeah, I usually do just the black and white, but then
Yeah.
once in a while I'll go, oh, you know what? I think I'll add some
Yeah.
color. And then this just in our kitchen, adding a little.
It's all wonderful. Do you sketch every day, Melanie?
I do now.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. You know,
Sometimes I'll close my eyes.
see, you've inspired me. You've inspired me because when I was younger, it was either art or writing, and I went with writing, but I always loved art and I kind of left it behind, and I'm getting inspired to pick it up again. I like to do with pencil, and then I like watercolor. I do them in watercolor. But thank you, you've inspired me. I have to get to that. But what I'd like are you done with the pictures? Because I want to
Yeah,
ask you a question.
I do have a new Instagram page. It's
Oh, what is the name of your Instagram page?
Melanie Simple Line or Lines underscore drawings. I think it's Melanie Simple Line underscore drawings.
Well, you know what? If you would email me that too, if you email me the link, what I'll make sure that I do is put that up here on the page so people can check you out on Instagram. Is there a Facebook, or how else can people get in touch with you?
Well, I have just my regular Facebook,
Your
which
regular Facebook? Is that, would you like that to be shown so people can request your or follow you?
I guess it's just M Vansell.
On Facebook, I'll say, yeah, I'll put that down. Because I can get it I have it. So yeah. Okay. Because sometimes, and you can always also contact me through the show if you have any questions for our guests. Now, not only I'd like to talk, you mentioned your book, and I know we did a show with it last time, and it's about your character is Maggie, and
Yeah,
the full name is The Liberation of Maggie Weintraub. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
there she is. Right.
Yes. Now, this is about the homeless woman and her journey. And I know we were talking about it would be a wonderful series. So,
This
how
is
are things going with that? Oh, and Maggie Weintraub, Keep Your Back to the Wind, A Diary of a Free Spirit. Okay.
that's that. Now, things stopped creatively with me writing. I don't know what happened, but it's back.
You went to yeah. Well, that's it. You kind of sway because you were interested in your art. And that's why sometimes it's like you have to be involved with one and stop the other for a while. It's the process. But tell me now, the books are wonderful. Where can people get the books? What is the address for the books?
These books are available through
I
Amazon,
know
through barnesandnoble.com.
Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and I'll have a link up for that as well.
Okay, thank you.
So,
I am working on the third one.
okay,
I don't know whether I'm going to wrap it up or not because I just love this character so much.
yeah.
I'm also working on another um, book that I'm going to, now that I'm generating some more energy in the writing end of this. And the other book is Sonia and Bernadette. And I think I may have shared this with you. It's about two women that meet when they're in their early 60s at a deaf support group. Just briefly, one woman was born deaf and wanted a cochlear implant. So when she was 60, she got a cochlear implant, but she had to adjust to it, and it was not an easy adjustment. The other woman was born hearing and was a singer. She was a professor. She did all this stuff. She traveled and literally woke up one morning deaf.
Oh my
And
God.
and it's possible. There are conditions out there and viruses out there. She was totally overwhelmed. So she goes to this support group, and the deaf woman with the cochlear implant goes to the support group, and they meet each other. So I love this story, and I love these ladies.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. Yeah, get that done. And then, you'll have to delve, then you'll spring into the world of maybe you want to do some web series, some short web series about the story because it's such a wonderful way to extend it. I mean, but that sounds like a brilliant story. So, yes, we can look for your books on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And now, before we go, I'd like to ask you about your voiceover work because I hadn't heard about you doing this before. So, what's going on with that?
I haven't really publicized that too much on Facebook, but for the past couple of years, I have been doing voiceovers, and I have recorded 3 audiobooks, and
Really?
oh, I love it. I
Oh,
absolutely
wow.
my my studio is my walk-in closet,
Good
and
plan.
it's perfect. I have all the little foamy things up. Someone on one of the websites was saying, I took everything out of my closet and I'm using it, and I love the space, and I'm using it as a voiceover studio, but it's not working. Well, you need the clothes in there.
Oh, because of the sound. Yes.
I was like, oh no, when we're all like, put your clothes back. You have to put your clothes back. But I'm registered with a company called voices.com. I've
Okay.
several workshops. I continue to do workshops. You really need to take workshops. You can't, you you could do it on your own, but it's so much better to have.
So is that the site that people can go to, voices.com, to get more information?
As far as voices.com, that's the stage that you, when you're when you feel comfortable, you would go to voices.com, and
Oh,
they booking agent.
oh, okay. Okay.
There are there are workshops. I'm sure there are Zoom workshops now, training your voice, training your voice so that your voice doesn't get tired. Being able to, I just got booked for another one for a Spanish accent, and
Wow.
um, I'm hopefully will be working with a lady on an audiobook with me doing a British accent. And I've been booked with Irish, New York, Spanish, British accents. I did an Irish fairy. It was so much fun. That was a voiceover. Um, yeah, it's great. So
Well,
voices.
that's a wonderful thing to do. The voice, we're going to have to go now. But again, I want to thank you so much for Zooming with Laughter Talks today. This has been fun. I've loved seeing you and sharing. And stay healthy and stay wealthy and stay wise. Okay.
Thank you. Mwah.
I love you. Everybody subscribe. See you again soon. Bye, Melanie. Okay, hope you enjoyed the show.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Melanie. Remember to subscribe and keep coming back and stay healthy, safe, and remember, support your immune system. Marguerite Fair from Laughter Talks. Bye.